Vadgama. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Texada. I'm based here in Austin, Texas, and really happy to be here with you guys today. We're also going to turn it over quickly to KJ Park, who is going to talk to us about best practices for inspections. He's going to share a lot of the insights that he's learned over the years that we've seen with our customer base. And we're going to share a very amazing customer example of how they were able to improve their inspections. So KJ Park, our Vice President of Growth and Strategy, really happy that you're here helping us and leading us in that discussion. We're then going to turn it over to Adam Croft, who's our Head of Product Management here at Texada. He's going to kick us off with our workflow demo to show you guys how this works in the tool. And then Maithili Sureshkanan is also going to be talking to us about how that workflow ends up on the mobile client with the inspection component. So we're really hopeful that you guys will see a great demonstration here. And then we're going to end it with Q&A. So again, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to use the chat function. But with that, I'm going to pass it over to KJ.
All right, thank you, Vina, and welcome everyone, and happy to be here. Let's move on to the next slide.
We're going to start with a poll. So let me go ahead and get us started on that. Let's see. All right, is everyone seeing a poll question show up on their box? I hope that's working. The question we have here is, when it comes to rental inspections and damage detection, how would you rate your organization? Do you consider yourself to be a newbie? You're just getting started? Do you feel that you're getting there? You guys are on your way? Or do you feel quite advanced here? We got this. And it looks like we have 100% response, so we really appreciate that. And if you're able to see our results, it looks like we had 71% felt like they were getting there. So they're on their way, which is fantastic, right? We had 21% that were newbies and 7% said they got this. So we really appreciate you being here. And hopefully wherever you are in your journey, we're able to share with you some ideas that'll help you guys get even better. All right. With that, I'm going to turn it over back to KJ.
All right, thank you, Vina. So today, the focus of our inspection presentation is going to be around damage detection. And one of the best practices that we're going to focus on is really about taking photos and the condition of the assets. So there is 3 basic phases where this applies and is very important. And those are at checkout of the asset, at delivery of the asset, and at check-in. So one of the things we have, and we have data to support this, is that oftentimes we need to take at least 7 photos and the condition of the status of the assets around. And in fact, if the equipment, depending on the equipment, it could be more photos, but we recommend taking at least 7 photos. And what's important is the angle and also the consistency of those photos throughout this whole process. And then at delivery, what you want to do is you want to confirm those images with the customer and get the signature so that you have the before photos and confirmed. If the customer is not present, we do have time and location stamps of the photos available, and so that can also be confirmed at the point of delivery. Now at check-in, here it's where it's very important to reassess all of the photos and conditions. You really need to take them at the same place in the same spot at the same angles. And we also do recommend taking the photo of the hour meter. Oftentimes the information is on a telematics device, but it's also important to confirm that. And then finally, you want to get the customer signature as well. And all of this is very important because with damage detection, the consistency of the photos matters. And so we will walk through that process with you later. Next slide. So one of our customers was having some issues with disputes of the damages. And in a lot of cases, they were leaving money on the table because they weren't able to confirm whether the damage was being done by the customer or somewhere else. And so this is a big problem. They came to us and we looked into this with our inspection application. Next slide. So this is what we found. After this customer used Texada's inspection application, prior to that, they were having approximately 3% of their rentals come back with damages, and they were being detected. But using the inspection application, that increased to 9%, which was a 300% jump in terms of their detection of the damages. So when that happened, it led to less customer disputes, and that drastically went down over time. And what was interesting also was that employee negligence went down as well, because employees were really looking into how they could better treat the asset, and they knew that there was transparency involved in the process. So the responsibility of the employees increased. And over time, the customers saved approximately $15 million as they bill that back to the customer. And so this was a huge win for the customer, as well as the use of the inspection application. Next slide. So when we look at the overall numbers, we normally see about 2% of damage detection from returned equipment before using Texada's inspection application. After using Texada's inspection application, it goes up to as high as 12%. And on average, that's about 300 to 400% more damages detected with the application. All of this is being billed back to the customer. And so all that's captured for the rental company. And this is, again, why we stress the importance of getting consistent photos and getting those damage detections in place. Next slide. So final practices and thoughts here is that we really want to increase the transparency of the data and the information that you're getting about the condition of the assets. We want to raise the accountability for everyone involved, including the customer and the employee, and want to create responsibility for the people that are treating the assets so that it becomes a safe operation. And so that is really the ultimate goal, not just about getting money from the customer for any damage detection. So I think with that, we'll walk through some of the different processes, and I'll hand it back to you, Vina.
Yep, we're going to do one quick poll. Let me get back to that. Hopefully you guys can now see this pop up. So the question we have for our audience today, how much could you improve? So if you had a formal process with a strong technology solution, how much do you think you could improve your revenue collection? Is it 1 to 9%? Do you think you could hit 10 to 19%, 20 to 29%, or do you see there could be a huge improvement in revenue collection from equipment damages? I'm just going to give it another second. We've got not quite the majority yet. Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. Thank you guys for answering that question. And here we can see, looks like the majority of people said they think they'll see improvements between 10 and 19%, which is really impressive, right? We showed you a customer that got $50 million, more out of having an improved inspection process. So 10 to 19% improvement is nothing to laugh at, right? That's actually quite fantastic. So thank you guys for sharing your opinions there. So at that place, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and hopefully, Adam, you'll be able to take over and show us.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much, KJ and Vina. I get the fun part. I get to show off the rental management system. Sorry, Maitali, I stole the best part. But yeah, so this is showing off the Texada rental management side and SRM. Many of the people on the call have it. Some of the customers, some of the prospects on the call don't have it yet. So we'll quick walk through it here. Contracts is where it all starts, right? So customer calls, they need a piece of equipment, and we want to get it out to them on rent. So first step, we have to create the contract, and then we're going to follow up with the checkout process that Maitali is going to show off. So we use our good friends here at ABC Construction. They rent a lot from us, and they're in Texas. We choose our rental period, so let's make it 5 days. And now we're choosing what type of equipment we want to send out. So I'm going to send out, we're going to search all locations, and I'm going to search for an excavator for you. So let's see what excavators we have here. Perfect. We can see this one's available. Let's grab that. Perfect. You're out. Obviously, knowing our meter information is always important. Pops up with our kits saying, hey, you want to send the stuff out as well. We'll skip those for today. And then we'll flip over to our final step, which is our contract totals here. So now we've created a contract. We put the asset on it. We've got our customer. We're all ready to go. We'll just quick show off what the contract looks like here. So we've got our main contract details here. We've got our terms and conditions on the back. So we're all good there. And we've created contract 1556. So now that we've got our excavator all lined up for the customer, let's assume we've received the deposit, we've signed for the contract, whatever it may be. And then with that, it's time for the equipment to be inspected before it goes out. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Maitali to show you on the mobile device how Texada Inspection can help with your checkout process.
Thank you, Adam. So that was the fun part, but I have the interesting part to show off my mobile app. Hold on, give me a second. You should be able to see my screen. I am going to walk through the mobile app as a worker working for ABC Corporation, and I'm going to inspect the equipment before it goes out. So while I do that, log in to my station, which is 010 for this case. Going to do a checkout inspection. The order number is the same thing as the contract number. In this case, that is 1556. So once we reach this screen, we can confirm yes, it's the rental order. This is the customer. This is their address, and they just have one equipment they want to rent, at least for now. So going to the next screen. In this case, you could scan the barcode for the equipment, or you could manually confirm the equipment. Since I don't have the equipment in hand, I'm going to manually confirm that this is the equipment I'm looking for. Once I go to this page, this is a fun page where KJ was mentioning the pictures. Unless I have the few pictures that are required by this particular asset, I won't be able to move to the next screen. So I'm going to click few pictures. Let's click the front picture. And in the actual yard, it'll be better than a cat. So
I was going to say, I like the re-renting cat. That's a cute cat.
And the inside. You could, for fun, click extra pictures if you want to, but I'm going to skip that. And this is the part where you denote the damages. As you can see now, it's completely empty. I'm going to open up the asset-specific pictogram. Since we're looking at an excavator today, this is an excavator, but we have more asset-specific pictograms loaded into our system, so it pops up every time you choose a different asset. So for now, I'm going to pick bucket. Let's say the bucket is damaged. Let's pick an area of the bucket which is damaged. I'm going to pick bucket because it sounds fun. And the type could either be dented or damaged. If I say dented, it could be just a traditional repair, which is what I'm going to go with. On this page, again, unless I have a picture, the application would not let me proceed. So I'm going to click a picture again. Is the same cat. She's just having fun. Now on this page, you see the new damage that we just noted down. If this asset had previously listed damages, all of those would appear on the screen. So you can compare and contrast, like, hey, how many damages were on this asset? Let's see if the damages were already fixed. All of these things could be done on this particular page. Moving on to the last screen, this is where you get the signatures from the person delivering the asset as well as the customer. So for now, I'm going to sign it as Ruben. And if I say customer is present, I can add the customer's name. And if I click next, unless I have the signature again, the application will not let me move ahead. So I'm going to sign it as Sam. And this is the final page where you say, yes, I have inspected all the assets. I've finished the walkthrough. If it had more than one asset, all of them would be listed here. So you can go back and inspect the other assets as well. So for today, this ends the workflow on the mobile app portion. I also want to show quickly the web portion of this once it finishes downloading the data. So I can open up the web screen as well. So
Maitili, you're doing excellent on time. So no,
Oh.
don't worry about rushing or anything. You're doing great. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go to the customer orders, pick the order that we just finished. In this case, it was 1556. This is the order we just finished inspecting. So I'm going to click on it. If I look at the process history, since we just have one rental out that we just signed, you see just one processor here. But as we keep inspecting the same asset again and again, all the process history would be captured on this page on the web client. You can click on the equipment summary. You can look at the equipment data. You can also look at the overview pictures. Again, since we just started inspecting this equipment for the first time, it just has the overview pictures that we took today. As the history goes on, the history builds up, and then you're able to see all the pictures from the beginning of time. If you go to download PDF, that has the PDF with all the information that we just looked at, including the pictogram. It has the damage denoted. The X sign here denotes the scratch, which is what is denoted here. You can look at the pictures. You can also look at the geotag locations on where the signature was taken. All of this can then be downloaded and sent to your client if you want to. You can keep it for yourself for future reference. You can keep coming back if you want to take a look at what's going on with this particular asset. So to summarize, it's very simple and easy to use. You can note what is damaged, which reports are available throughout whenever you want to reference them. And also it's integrated with SRM for customers who are already using SRM, and it could in the future be integrated with other rental management software as well. So with that, Veena, it's back to you.
Excellent. Excellent, Maitili. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Adam. Both of you, thank you so much for that. We are going to launch another poll to see how that went. Let me see. Hopefully you guys can see this on your screen. The question is, what part of the demo was the most interesting to you? Were you most happy seeing that there was a strong mobile application component? Did you like the automatic inspection report generation? The ability to integrate with ERP? Or was there something else about the demonstration that was most interesting to you? Just curious about feedback. We'll wait till we have a majority of responses. Thank you guys for this. This is great. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. I'm going to share the results. So it looks like everyone really appreciated the report generation, but followed closely with the mobile application component. So I really appreciate that feedback. Okay. I think we're it. I think we're ready for questions. Yep. Let me just share my screen again. Okay, so if you have questions, we strongly encourage you to please put them in the Q&A section. We would love to see what your questions might be. We do have a few that are coming in. If you would like to just ask your question verbally, please don't hesitate to just raise your hand. I'd be happy to unmute you, and then you'll be able to ask your question to the team as well. So a couple of questions that have come in. The first one, KJ, I'm going to ask you. The question is, what ERPs or rental management systems do you integrate with?
Sure. So, the flexibility of this application is that it really can be integrated with any ERP or rental management software. However, it is currently fully integrated and applicable with Texada's ERP and rental management system. So if you're a Texada customer, awesome, you can get this immediately. If you're not, then you can definitely get it through Texada's ERP system.
Excellent. Thank you, KJ. Another question that's come in is, can the inspection forms be customized to my business needs? And Adam, I'd like to turn that one over to you.
Awesome. Yeah. Maitali talked to it a little bit, that we have like pictograms and like set inspections for 40 different types of equipment already so far. But the prompts can also be customized. So if you want to do a pre-delivery inspection, like checking tires, you want to evaluate, you know, any hoses or lines that may be showing any signs of wear, stuff like that. You can be very specific that is relevant to the piece of equipment to make sure it's being sent out in the best condition, as well as you can recheck those things on the return process as well. So it can also be completely customized to you. It just starts with a template, give you a starting point, and then you can build off of that as well.
Excellent. Another one that's come in is, and Adam, I'll turn this one to you as well. Can we provide you with custom pictograms for specialty equipment? I feel like you kind of answered
absolutely.
that, but just want to make sure it's clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, we're able to bring in any types of specialty equipment. If you have a pictogram already, that's fantastic. We can add that onto your environment for you.
Another question, is there also the possibility to make a note of functional damages or mainly physical damages? That's also for you, Adam.
Yeah, so the drop-down lists there are preloaded. So as Maitali showed, like you can kind of specify what could be wrong with the bucket. You can choose what category those are, or you can add additional ones for yourself. So you know, if it's like a slow tire leak, or you have something where maybe it's a scissor lift, it's not going up and down to full capacity, you can call that out as well.
Excellent. Question for you, Maitali. Can I use my smartphone? Do I need a special device?
You don't need a special device. So we are available both on App Store as well as the Apple Store. So you just need to download it to your device and you can start using it right away.
All right, these are great questions, guys. Keep them coming. One question we do have is, what is the monthly cost? How, who would like to take that answer?
Yep. So it's licensed on a per user per month basis, and list price is $79 a user, and once you're all set up. So if you want to get into a conversation, you want to see a personalized demo, we'd be happy to do that as well and talk through the additional capabilities and pricing model for you guys.
Can you do an inspection on a mobile device without cell service?
I'll take that one as well. Yeah, you absolutely can. You saw the loading screen for a second there, and basically what you're seeing there is that first we do complete the inspection. We've already downloaded the pictograms and everything else to the device when you log in, and then when you complete your inspection, it saves the device and then it tries to upload it. If you're out of cell service, you know, obviously super common, oil and gas, you know, mining, stuff like that. If you don't have cell service, it'll upload once you regain internet connection afterwards.
Thank you, Adam. One really good one that I'm so glad somebody asked, how does this product differ from the competition? KJ, I'm turning that one to you.
Sure. But there's many ways that we compare more advantageously with competition, but I'll name a couple of things. So you can initiate a repair process that can be tracked in the mobile application. You can plan and dispatch, you know, any repair. You can update the damage status. And of course, you know, just coming with Texada's rental management system as fully integrated, that is also a big plus. And also you can bill customers directly with the damages through the application. So those are a couple of things that we do better than others.
Thank you, KJ. Okay, any more questions coming in? Please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. If you'd like to raise your hand, I'm happy to unmute you. We do have about 5 minutes left, and we'd be happy to answer as many questions as you have. Really appreciate everyone's time today. Thank you to the panelists for taking the time. I hope you guys were overall happy with the webinar. We were trying to get you in and out within 30 minutes, and I'm glad to say that we did it. You get back the rest of your day. If you have any further questions, on our platform, on our company, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. We will be reaching out with you over the next couple of weeks to see if we can answer any further questions, make sure you guys are set up for success. And if you like this one, come back in May. We'll be sending out some emails next week about our next topic, which is going to be how you can exceed customer expectations with Texata Gateway. So again, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, KJ, Maitili, Adam. You guys have a great rest of your day. We appreciate your time.